does it check all the right boxes to be the EV killer in the 2V story?
Yeah, well, on paper, it ticks a lot of boxes. And I say on paper, I'll come to that later. Obviously, you've got very, very aggressive pricing. And then if you finally take in all the subsidies, which even the states are going to be offering, it comes very close to an ICE vehicle, which I think really is the main tipping point for takeoff for EVs. But obviously, in terms of spec, also it's very, very well spec. In terms of performance, all the gadgets it's got. So really, a very, very compelling package. But of course, one now needs to see when it gets on the road. There will be concerns on a retail network. Plan is to, I don't think there's any big plan to have a proper retail network with service facilities. I'm not sure of that, but. So I think, yes, there's potentially, it has the potential to disrupt the market. And clearly, I think, what they have done is kind of laid down an intent. And I think, as they say, one thing I will agree that the revolution definitely starts here with Ola and its pricing. And now one needs to see how much market share and how much volume they can get.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's a defining moment for the company. Right? They're going all in with this launch with huge capacity. I think the capacity that they're eyeing with the future factory is about 2 million. 1 million is already ready. So right. they're not hoping anything less from these launches.
Yeah, but 1 million capacity, that's fine. But you still have to have a supply chain. Let's say with EVs, the supply chain isn't that well developed. So these things take time. I mean, it's not that easy. It's a very nuanced business at the end of the day. It's full scale manufacturing. So obviously they have built a team, but it's again something one needs to be careful because there can be a lot of slips between the cup and the lip in something like this because there's a lot that goes into producing vehicles.
Right, Gaurav, coming to you as well. You also we've been talking about the chip shortage as well. How much of the impact that could derail Ola's plan because that problem seems to be just worsening by every day.
Yes, that's right. Actually, since I think since January we are tracking the semiconductor impact in India also. This is getting worse in Q3 specifically, the Q3 of calendar year 2021 to be very precise. I believe that it is going to impact a lot of new launches and then the volume ramp ups. So it will be not easy for anyone, those who are bringing their launches in this quarter, it will not easy for them to ramp up, and they're buying at premium right now. What we understand that they're buying this, they're buying these chips on the premium. So there will be impact, but yes, it depends on company to company, supply chain to supply chain, and model to model, and how they wanted to do the product mix, whether they wanted to go at the lower side or the upper side. It depends on their own supply chain and what margins they're having in the market.
Right. And Ola being fairly a new player in this game, they might not have those kind of connections with the suppliers, right? And that will be an added challenge for them.
Yes, definitely. That definitely it will be having an added challenge to them. They don't have the purchasing power, defined purchasing power. They have to look into it. That I believe they would have done something already before launching this product, because that all of the Western markets are struggling because they have a higher connected features and the EV vehicles available in their market. So when Ola comes to it, I think they have to struggle and they have to find what level of content they are having and what level of purchasing power they can use in front of the suppliers.